Right, so welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'll be talking about taxation for individual income, and deliberately I have selected an example from Unilas, one of the examples in class, and I will explain how income for individual it gets to be taxed. All right. So I'll go straight to the example. This is not a complicated question. I'll explain it as it is being solved. Mr. Muya is employed at an annual salary of 116,400, which is payable in 12 monthly installments. He was in employment for the whole of the tax year 2022. In addition, he has business profits amounting to 108 and farming of 217 during the same tax year. The annual turnover for both business exceeded 800. Okay. Explain the meaning of tax income. Explain the impact of tax allowance on the income tax payable. Calculate the tax payable by Mr. Muya for the year 2022. So my area of interest is question number 3, which is scoring 15 marks. That's a computation question that I'm interested to explain on how individual income gets to be taxed. So this is what I'll basically do. What I can simply say is the two income, which is the annual salary and the business profits, these two income will be subjected to the tax band for individual. But as for farming profits, we apply the applicable tax rate for farming, which is 10%. So let's see how this gets to be calculated quickly. Okay, maybe I end there, just creating the sheet. So now from here, I can start. From here, I can start. Okay, so this is the fair amount there. Let me do this so that this is visible. Okay. Amount there in kwacha. So we have the annual salary, which is 16400. $116,400 kwacha. Then we have business profits. Of business profits, which is basically how much? Annual salary 116, business profits amounting to 108,000. These two incomes, I'll add them because they'll be subjected to the same tax treatment. So total income from business, from profits, and salary. I can even label this one in bold. Just do this. This looks neat. So when I add those two, 116,400 plus 108,000, I'm getting 224,400. Tax 224,400. So now we are going to apply the tax band. Tax band for an individual. In your class, you use the 2020 charge. So if you can see the 2020, it's saying up to 54,000. The rate is 0, meaning the annual income up to 54,000, the tax rate is 0. So I'll start from there. The rate up to 54,000, 0 tax rate. Yes. So I'll say 54,000. Test band. $4,000 multiplied by 0%. What do I have? Increase the number of I don't seem to combine things. Okay, so here it will be 0 amount. Then the second band, I want you to see what is happening. The second band is 54,001 to 57,600. So let me find the difference so that I know where the 25%, this one, where the 25% is going to apply. Enlarge this a bit. So I'll say 57,600 minus 54,000, meaning the next amount to be taxed at 25,000 is Z36. I've just done this 57,600 minus 54,000. So 36 has to be taxed at 25%. Second band. $36 at 25%. Now I need to be checking all these amounts, the 54,000 and the 36, they're supposed to be subtracted from that figure of 224. So I will know when it is exhausted to say we've taxed everything. But for now, if we remove from 224,400, if we remove 54,000 and the 36, there is still some amount which remains to be taxed. So we'll continue until this is exhausted. We'll be checking by calculator. I'll be guiding you. This gives me a 900. Third band. Third band is here where there is 82,800, 57,600 to 82,800. So we'll simply say 82,800 minus 57,600. So we are going to hammer tax on the 25,200. What is the tax rate? The tax rate is 30%. So we are hammering a 30% from there. $7,560. $7,560. And then we have the last tax band, which is over 82,800. Okay, over 82,800. So let's see. Already we've taxed the 54,000 from the 224,400, and we've also taxed the 36, and we've taxed the 25,200. So let's see what remains from there. 224,400 minus 54,000 minus 3,600 minus 25,200. So far we've taxed the an amount. After removing from 224, they still remain 141,600, which hasn't been taxed. Now the 141,600, which hasn't been taxed, it falls in the category of the 37.5% here. Fourth band. $141, we know where the 141,600 is coming from. We're just removing what we've already taxed from the 224,400. We remain with the 141,600, which remains untaxed, and this one will be taxed at 37.5%. There you go. $53,100. Okay. We can add these first. We shall call them as the tax payable from salary and profits, business profits from where? Let's add 900 plus 7,560 plus 53,100. It's giving me 61,560. Okay, and then we also have another income coming from farming, because the business and the profits income, we add them together for an individual, then they are subjected to the tax bands given. So you might be given a different tax band, but if you're given a tax band like the one I was showing you below, which are seemingly, I think the examiner was using in your example, then you follow it the way it is. So now there's another income coming from farming. This one is taxable for individuals, is taxable at 10%. It's 217,900. Tax for farming. 217. Is it 217 again? Yeah, 217,900. 217,900 multiplied by 10%. 21,790. So total tax payable by Muya is now 61,560 coming from salary and the profit, and then 21,790 from farming. $83,350. That's the tax payable by Muin. So this is how this question should have been treated. I want to echo something. People think maybe when we calculate that way, we are violating anything. You're not violating anything. Let me copy this because I want to explain something. You might take a different approach where you don't include the band for 0 here. Where you don't include the band for 0, meaning the 54,000 is tax-free. Instead, what you do is you say less tax-free amount. The answer will still be the same. Believe me, the answer will still be the same. Less tax-free amount. Let me do this. I cut these guys, I put them here so that I demonstrate this. Less tax-free amount, because it's at 0%, which is the 54,000. It is at 0 tax. $54,000. And then we'll say taxable income. So 224, 400 minus 54,000. 170, 400. So now the 170, 400 is the one that we are going to subject. I'm simply doing the same thing, but this time around, I'm just removing the tax-free rate there so that we can remove the amount from it. Instead of this approach whereby we have that, I've removed it and the amount gets to be removed from this amount. Because you might find that your examiner may be taking it in a different way, and then you feel we are doing something wrong. No, it's the same. So the 170, 400 now is the one that is going to be subjected to these bands, and we shall follow them the same way. So the first one now will start at 25 because the 0 amount, the 0 tax rate, we've removed it from the amount that is supposed to be taxed. So 57,600 minus 54,000, it is still giving, it will still give you 36. So you hammer, it will still give you the same amount. And then you go to the next band, 57,600 minus 54,000. No, sorry, 82,800 minus 57,600, which is charged at 30%. You are still obtaining the same amount, which is 25,200, and the tax will be that. The only difference now is this amount, because once we exhaust there, we'll need from 170. We need from 170. We remove from 170, 400. We remove 36. We remove 25,200, and then what remains? It will still remain the same amount that we had, the 141,600. Again, you hammer, you get that, and then you get that amount. So it's just a different approach. Otherwise, there's nothing different. And then the farming, of course, you isolate it, and then you have your total tax payable in that manner. Okay, so that's how we calculate your income. I picked a UNILAS example. This is Zambian taxation. Thank you so very much.